Oh, Jesus, you better listen to me. Tina, your mother's a whore. You know how I know? Because my dad gave her money to cag her. You know why, Tina? Because you're a whore. You're a daughter of a whore.
Fuck you, Brenda.
Eat a dick.
No, you eat a dick.
Woo, we're back. You didn't even expect this. Tina's going to eat a dick. Sarah's an asshole, and that's a whole fiasco. You didn't know about that? Now you do. It's all in your brain ear holes. It's going through your auditory It's going right in your ear holes. It's going out your butthole. Whoa, you've had yourself a sound enema. Yeah, you have. We're back.
Hi.
Hello.
Phil, now you gotta say something, bro.
You gotta say something.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's sensually.
Yeah. Guess what? Where your pants at?
I don't have.
I'm at half mast, both pants wise and wiener wise.
I left mine in the car.
Yeah.
I
could smell something.
I'm wearing assless pants. Cheeks out.
They're gonna
Cheeks
stick to
out
that
for
chair.
Harambe, baby.
They're gonna make that.
We're bringing back.
Nah, my butt cheeks are so strong that I'm just gonna pick this chair up when I stand up. Ooh. Goodbye. I'm a tuck and run.
You better run, Brenda.
Horror. Your
Slut.
Your
I fucking hate your guts.
Yeah, dude, that's how girls really talk at the bus stop now. They're like, guess what, Tina? Guess what? Guess what I saw? Your mom was sucking dick in your car earlier.
Big old dick.
You know whose dick it was? Wasn't your dad's. Because your mom's a whore.
When did that start? I think we were like up drinking one night and we're like, we should do puppets.
Yeah.
Or we should go to like Salvation Army and buy Barbies and just do like stop motion.
We
like
probably
cartoons.
were talking about Syphil and Ollie, the greatest
Yeah.
sock puppet show ever made. Y'all know about Syphil and Ollie?
show.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
All right.
That's the greatest show ever.
So the dude that made that song United States of whatever, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
That dude.
Mm-hmm.
He actually, all that stuff, all his songs came from a show called Syphil and Ollie. And it was a sock puppet show. And it was hilarious. They had like two characters, and they were like, it was like on MTV in the hours where if you were up after smoking weed, you'd be watching it. So it was perfect. Like for instance, they had this 80-year-old stripper puppet, and it just had like little tiny balloons that said titties on it on their forearm.
Yeah, it didn't come on. It came on after like
Like
Fox.
Beavis and Butthead and all that stuff. It was
Yeah.
like in that block of time.
Like for some reason I recall like watching Aeon Flux, and then that would come on later, and yeah,
what did they
those were
call
the
that?
days.
It was liquid television.
There you
Yeah.
go. God damn, Mr. Memory. I was gonna call it early adult swim.
Yeah,
Really?
something like that. That's when it was cool.
Oh, dude.
So who are we? What are we doing? What are we?
Yeah,
doing?
introduce
Who we-
yourselves,
yeah.
heathens.
Oh, I go
Yeah.
first.
Ladies
All right.
first.
Fine. Hi, I'm Lita. I'm here. I'm part of the show. I also do art stuff, and I will be at the Front Royal Wine and Craft Festival this year. So come and buy my stuff, please.
It's really cool.
'Cause
Actually,
I'm really poor and I need the money because I need a vacation.
I have something for you in the car as well. That you could
Ooh.
use for art.
I like
think,
presents.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be some cool stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, my name is Chris, and I'm here, and I'm not queer, but there's nothing wrong with that, and I am proud of being part of this Helltown Radio experience right now, and I don't know, I tell jokes sometimes, and I'm funny looking, so the combination works for me in the comedy world. And yeah, I also make drinks and do work registers and have cool times with my cool cat friends at the Catamount Lounge over at 124 East Main Street in Front Royal, Virginia. That's what I do. But next to me, we got the dude, man. He's a sneaky snake. He's an ancient ape. He's a punky Brewster. He's number 3 on the local registered sex offenders list. But that's mostly because he be blue balling people, man. You know, you pay him for one thing, the next thing you know, you're sitting there just frustrated, Frustrated with life. Frustrated with your undercarriage. What's up? What's up, dog? Yo, Phil coming in the clutch too, man.
I feel like that's a good introduction. I don't even need to talk about myself at this point.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you did it for him.
Thanks.
Well,
man.
aside from all that,
that's Philip in a nutshell.
Yeah, no, this is Philip in a nutshell.
Ooh, how did I
And
get
then we
in
did
this
that Austin
great big
Powers bit.
Bloody nutshell.
Bloody nutshell.
Ooh, a bloody nutshell.
Better than a bloody nutsack.
I'm
That's
here
like-
because Chris told me to come over. He was gonna blow me. I didn't know you guys were gonna.
That's
be here.
fucking hot. Let's go.
Haha,
Whip
jokes
it
on,
out.
jokes on you.
Dude, remember
It's
that
George.
movie? Nuh-uh.
It's oh man, we have
Nigga, no.
we're doing spin the bottle 24.
You spin that shit to the moonshine.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Well, you know,
It's
if you
just
are
the little skin, George. God.
Whoa.
That's not what.
Very little.
Dude, remember that movie Antichrist where William Dafoe's
Oh hell
penis
yeah!
got
It was
fucked up?
giant schlong. Yeah,
What?
I remember.
Oh, there's a
What?
movie called Antichrist, right? And at this random point in the movie, you're just watching it and you're like, what's going on? And then they like, she just fucks his dick all up.
Yep, it's a very disturbing movie.
Yeah, dude, she's definitely,
The Antichrist.
no, like,
No,
I
she's not.
I went into it thinking I was going to see a devil baby or some shit. Next thing you know, somebody getting their dick fucked up.
Yeah.
Woo. What is she using, a weed whacker or like?
She uses like a rock.
Yeah, she sort of like bludgeons his dick all
Yeah.
up.
Man.
It's like the whole movie's sort of like a metaphor. So I'm
This is a
gonna
metaphor for beating
I'm
the shit out of
totally
your
gonna
dick.
ruin the movie because you
No.
know I'm a movie ruiner. But so the point of the movie, like at the very beginning, she's having sex with her husband, who is William Dafoe, and their toddler child is walking through the room and gets beyond like the safety gate, and the windows open to their high-rise apartment, and she watches him as they're having sex, but she doesn't do anything about it. Like she sees that her son is dangerously close to the window, and then he topples out. So it's
Wow.
the whole movie is like her grappling with the fact that she didn't do anything about it. But like that whole like part with William Dafoe, I think it was like she was so angry. She didn't want to be a mom. She didn't want to have a kid to begin with. But then she's grief stricken, and so she's taking it out on this guy's dick now. Like, ah, fuck you, you got me pregnant. Like, this is all your fault, kind of thing. She doesn't like outwardly say that, but you get the feel that that's what it is. The whole movie is that like she feels guilty for allowing it to happen, but she didn't want to have a kid anyway. Hence why it's called Antichrist, because that's kind of fucking
Yeah, you gotta be.
You know.
you gotta be pretty out there to be all that shit.
to be like that, right?
Yeah, man. I think I've like met one kid that I've ever wanted to like inflict physical harm on, really. But I didn't because
Good for you.
yeah, you know.
Good choice.
I try to be. That's where my decency starts. You know, I just don't inflict harm on kids. What's your stance on beating up kids? How many 8-year-olds would it take to take you out, Phil? I gotta know. That's the question.
You got
I
to
don't know.
leave.
We asked the snakes how they would
How
attack
many
a goose.
8-year-olds could take me out? It depends on the 8-year-old. Like a regular healthy 8-year-old, probably just one. But like maybe if it's like a fucked up 8-year-old, like
Man,
you know, missing a leg or like fucking.
Damn, Phil.
don't ask me this question.
Damn, I know, man. This is how many? Well, yeah. Well, how many?
I'll fuck up a whole room full of motherfuckers. They
I'm
go.
trying to think,
You got at
I've
least
got a
2 or
nine-
3,
I've
man.
got a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old. If we're being honest, because I like to self-deprecate, like you know, and say one could beat me up, but yeah, I think I can beat up a good 3 or 4 of my
Yeah.
son.
Okay. You take 3 or 4 of them. Okay.
Yeah, I think I could do 3 or 4.
Three.
If you're
three-
not pulling
3.5
punches,
What's your son's
if
name?
it's
man?
like devil babies,
Especially yeah, if like
get some Satan children.
if you
blowing
work
ass.
it out right and you're kind of doing it like those Arkham Asylum games and you're just gonna get one and then get the other, like you can get like a half a dozen. Like I could probably get a few more. It's just about their approach. If they're not coordinated at all, I could probably fuck up like a whole classroom.
All right.
Oh yeah. dude.
So like
It's
the
like,
yellow
just
a
call
yellow
these,
belt.
These fists would be like Columbine, man.
This one's Eric. This one's Dylan. That was a little dark, but Oh man. So yeah. So in this. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Dude, remember last week we was talking about motherfucking how acid when we were younger would come around all of a sudden it'd be a bunch of acid.
Yeah.
Turns out a motherfucker was making it on a bus.
What?
There's a Vice report about this dude that for years he just had a roving bus that he made acid in.
So my theory is right. It was one guy.
Yeah.
It was one fucking dude.
Can I say that?
I mean, they all
It's
looked
like
the
the ice
same
cream
across
man.
the fucking states. They were all like,
Yep.
"Hey, did you get the Beatles sheet? Yeah, I got the Beatles sheet. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
one dude.
Yeah.
Totally one guy. I knew it.
I'm a little disappointed because you picked up that piece of paper when you were talking about it. Then I was like, oh shit. And I was like, oh shit.
Does he have
I was
it?
like, Helltown Radio about to go off the rails, baby. But then it just happened to be notes.
No, I saw that bus yesterday. No.
Sounds
Damn.
Funny you mentioned he
sounds
pulled
like
in.
an ice cream man situation, but with a bigger circuit. Like he just had a bigger circuit that he worked.
Yeah, speaking of, the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile was in town today.
Say what?
Really?
Yeah,
What?
man.
That exists?
Yeah, the Wienermobile. You never seen this thing?
I think probably 20 years ago. but-
Yo, man, it's the most impressive and pseudo arousing vehicle I've ever seen.
I've seen it one time in passing while I was on a highway, and I was like, oh, look at that. It's a big old hot dog car.
Somewhere there's a picture of me, John Hudson, Kelly, and his wife Sarah, and their daughter with the Planters Peanut guy in front of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. It's an amazing picture because
It's the little things, right?
yeah, right. I mean, when was the last? What was it? It's something I could say that happened in my life. I was
That's a
like,
lot
I
of
was with the
celebrity in
Planters.
one shot.
Yeah, right.
You don't get a lot of those.
A whole lot of nuts, as you do.
Mm.
Yeah.
The only thing that I've ever been impressed with, seeing, in real life, is a Roadrunner when I was driving through Texas. So I always thought, I guess because of the cartoons, that a Roadrunner was
Yeah.
a fucking ostrich-sized
Yeah, they're
thing,
little.
bigger than a coyote. No, they look like chickens.
Yeah, they're
and
little.
you don't know what they are when you're driving because you see the dust a little bit, and then they stop really quickly, and they're like they move their little heads like chickens, and then they take off again. I honestly, I was like, Jesus, did you see that chicken? And my friend was like, it's a fucking Roadrunner, you moron. I'm like, really? I didn't know they were that small.
Man.
It totally went over my head. I always
It
thought
blows
they
my
were
mind
bigger.
that you'd bring Roadrunners up right now because I literally an hour or two ago saw one for the first fucking time ever. I was bored on Facebook and somebody had posted something about Roadrunners, and that's the first time I'd even seen a real one. And now you're talking about Roadrunners.
That could be
Weird.
see, because that could be when your reggae band. You'd be like the Rasta Road Runners.
Lord of mercy.
Boy. So tell us about your bands, man. You're in how many bands? 6, 8, 9?
Too many.
So you
Not
do.
enough.
So you're in the Punky Brewsters,
Yeah. So
and you play you slap at a
do you
bass.
want me to detail these? What do you?
Yeah,
wanna know
tell
about it? I don't know.
everything.
So the Punky Brewsters, that's primarily a cover band doing a lot of 90s shit, 2000s, early 2000s, like Blink-182, Green Day, stuff like that. I do bass in that, sing on a lot of the songs.
Yeah.
That one's we got a lot of gigs coming up. And then I started playing with these dudes, Ancient Ape. I'm also playing bass in that. We got this dude Brian that writes the songs, sings. We got a show at Catamount next Thursday.
Oh.
But and then Sneaky Snakes, which is the Catamount house band. I just kind of pretend to play drums with them. I can play drums, but what I'm doing with the Sneaky Snakes, I could just as easily be playing wooden spoons on some pots, because it's really just about
just put
keeping
on
time and shit.
You just put on a track on your phone and just you're just acting like you're playing
Just, shake and a fucking salt shaker or something.
That's dope. That's dope. And you also rap too.
I do have some old. Yeah, you saw that shit recently. I rediscovered that stuff. That was a while ago. I was trying to get into the nerdcore. Do you remember nerdcore? Oh yeah. Yeah, I was trying to fuck.
It's
around
still
with
around,
that.
man. What was that dude's name that did If I Had a Midget? Oh man, I'm trying to remember. There was nerd. No, he was the king of nerdcore, man. It was
MC Front a lot.
No, not MC Chris either. But MC Chris is funny as fuck, dude. You know about MC Chris?
I know MC
MCP
Chris.
pants.
Yeah, MC PP pants.
yeah,
PP
MC
pants. I
pants.
like PP pants.
I want candy, bubblegum, and taffy.
Yeah, man.
I saw him at Nation. I was so impressed by that set, though. I was like, oh my god. God, I
Yeah.
wish I was 18 again. But yeah.
Do you though? See,
Absolutely. I'm
Wait,
44. I want to
18
go back in time and do everything all over again.
So
I
without
don't think I'd do
current
anything
knowledge,
different.
without current knowledge, or with current knowledge?
That's a tough call. Yeah, I think with current knowledge, because then I'd be like, I could avoid a divorce.
All right, there you go. That's
I could avoid a
expensive
divorce and maybe like a
inconvenient.
few car crashes here and there.
All right, bet.
So.
But George, what about you, man? Would you go back to 18? And if so, with or without current knowledge?
I don't know, nigga. I was like 400 pounds back then. I want to go back there. I'd be like, hey, you know what's awesome? Hamburgers.
My hamburgers are pretty good.
Hamburgers are my shit, dude.
Yeah,
Like
they are.
I love a good hamburger.
Spelunkers burgers. God damn, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm a sugar daddy.
Yeah, kick it, Phil. So you got the nerd
I
court.
remember like the breakdancing circle.
Yeah, and they're
God,
trying
that
to
was so
dig a
awesome.
hole to hell to release the demons, so they got to use the fucking blood sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, man. There's man, who else there? I'm trying to think of the other nerdcore dudes that were hot for a minute. I'm trying to remember. He had that song, man. The dude, it's just like on the tip of
I
my
only listened
fucking
to
tongue.
a couple of them because there's the ones that I listened to was MC Front a lot, MC Chris a little bit, MC Lars, and then Optimus Rhyme.
Ooh,
Optimus
excuse
Rhyme was
me.
good.
Yeah.
I actually just bought their EP the other day because I was missing it, and it wasn't on like Apple Music or the Spotify or anything. It was like you had to buy it.
That's wild. There's a lot of people who don't have their music on Spotify, but like a lot of people, like Tool added theirs. Like that was a big deal because for years they didn't have it on any streaming service. They were like, nope,
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
find a lot of my new stuff on Spotify too. Like,
yeah. Well, people like a lot of people added their stuff after that. Don't die on us. We can save you.
well, I'm trying to get Phil to give me mouth to mouth. This is a con.
You didn't
Phil
have
only-
to fucking con me into
All
it, man.
right.
Phil
Yeah.
only do dick to mouth.
You just gotta ask.
He just comes and starts slapping me on the head with his wiener.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
and
it's
you're like,
I'm
oh
it's
god,
like
I'm
a
good.
bicycle pump. I'll just be trying to inflate it.
You're gonna make it.
Yeah, dude.
Slide this little needle in.
That's wild as fuck, man. All right, so I mean, I got some questions for you, Phil. I got some. So, Punky
shit.
Brewsters,
I'm in the
that's
hot
you,
seat.
Joe Martin, and Paul Giannicola, right?
We're
You're a power trio.
that is
Who's
that
the
is-
power bottom in the power trio?
Oh shit!
I feel like it's Paul.
power bottom.
He looks like, I don't know, man. Joe's too dominant. Like, I feel like, behind closed doors, and I hope you're not listening, because Joe would be like, Joe would get so mad if he heard
Joe's
this.
just gonna fucking punch you in the face next time
He's
he
gonna be
sees you.
so mad.
Why would he be mad?
He is. I don't know, man. Joe be getting mad sometimes, man.
Don't get mad, Joe.
He got the fingers of fury though.
Yeah, Professor Diddle.
but he
Fingers,
kills it
man.
on the drums, man. It's like he's such like like he be getting crazy on those drums, man. He's super technical.
I feel like Joe's the dude that you just like hand him a task, and then just sit back and wait, and he'll come give it to you, deliver it, A+.
Yeah, dude.
You just tell him this is what I want, because we were playing some shit when we first got together. Like we were playing we were in a different band actually.
You and Joe.
All three of us were in another band, and then we had a fourth guy with us. And so when that band kind of split, the three of us made our own thing. But that was like originals, and it was more like, I don't know, soft rock or pop rock shit. And so I didn't think much about Joe's drumming specifically because those songs didn't really require anything. So then we started playing like Basket Case by Green Day and shit. And I'm like, oh, this dude can drum like a motherfucker.
That's what's up.
And so now it's just like, hey, can we do this song? And it's like, cool. Yeah, you show up after he's listened to it a couple times, and we're good to go.
And you all met up at? Did you guys got acquainted at the Monument open mic? Was that where it was?
No, actually, we all, I think I think we may have all met each other at different times at Box Office in Strasbourg at the brewery.
So
their
before
open
that.
mic night. Yeah. So when we went
Okay.
to Monument, we went actually as a band. to
Okay,
Monument.
cool. Well, I mean, that's why I met you. I think you know what. Now that I look back on, I met you back. I met you probably the first time that Joe brought you guys in, man.
Probably.
Yeah, man.
I don't.
The
really,
spark wasn't there yet.
Yeah, I don't always.
We didn't
remember
make eye
people.
contact. We didn't make eye contact or sword fight yet. So we didn't get there. So you guys have met at Box Office. You brought it over to the Monument. You brought it over to bring it over to the Catamount Lounge. You guys haven't played as Punky Brewster at the Catamount.
We
I
have
don't think.
not.
No, I don't think the Catamount could hold that type
We
of
tried
sexual
blow the
energy.
windows out.
I mean, Jesus, amongst other things, big guy.
Yeah.
Mostly buttholes.
A lot of buttholes, several backs.
Yeah, his backs and
There'd be no
buttholes.
socks. They'd all be rocked
And-
off.
That's great. And so y'all got that together, and then you have Ancient Apes, which is you and who else?
So Ancient Ape is me, a guy named Brian Mitchell, and then a dude named Jason Taylor, who is not actually related to me.
Man, that's funny. In that band, you have two people that are named after like Hall of Fame, or maybe they're not. Brian Mitchell isn't, but those are two names of retired football players that are. Yeah, Jason Taylor. Remember? I don't know.
I don't watch football.
Brian Mitchell was a special return dude for special teams returner for the Redskins, and he has a current sports radio show. So he actually came into a place I used to work at called Wilson Tavern, and he was going to be interviewing a jiu-jitsu dude at the dojo next door, but him and his boy wanted to come in and have a drink before they did the show. So they came in, and I'm like, oh my God, it's Brian Mitchell. And you see him on air, and he's like, hey, I'm Brian Mitchell. No. He sits down, he's like, yo, what's up, man? He's like, y'all got some motherfucking Jamesons in here. And then, and then we, and it was definitely the code dial. We dialed in that code, and we got down, had a couple drinks with him, and then he got on air, and it was hilarious because he'd had a couple drinks.
Yeah.
old boy got on and he killed it, man. But that's my Brian Mitchell story. So tell me about Brian Mitchell and your band. Sorry, man, I'm a little baked.
Cool
No,
story.
I smoked a little reefers.
No, Brian writes all the songs, and they're pretty good songs. It's like depending on which song, we kind of do a little bit of like an indie punk shit. Sometimes it's kind of punk, and sometimes it's kind of like Radiohead. I don't know, man. We're like all over the place.
You ever break your guitars?
I actually broke my bass the first gig that we did.
How?
Well, so I only broke a piece of it. So
That was at Punky Brewster.
So we did the Punky Brewster's show, and I took my bass off. We actually had just finished playing "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and I just took it off after screaming in denial and just threw it through the air. And then they were like, one more song, and I picked it back up, and I was like, this shit's like a tone and a half fucking flat. And as I'm tuning it up, like the G string just fell out of the bass. And that's when I like looked at it and realized like the tuning key had the backside of the tuning key had like shot off. I thought it snapped off, but it landed perfectly where just the bracket on the G key had bent, and there's a piece that goes inside of it, and so when it bent, it shot it across the stage, but nothing actually broke. So we found the piece. My roommate knows what he's doing with fucking fixing guitars and shit, so he just like bent the piece back and shoved it in there, and I've been playing the same bass.
Who's your roommate?
My roommate is Christopher Bishop.
Chris Bishop. He's an alumni of this show. Also, one of the Snicky Snacks.
Yeah. He's out. He had a show tonight out at Wayside. He's breaking hearts and shaking booties or something.
Probably shaking hearts and breaking booties.
Shaking
bacon.
Shaking bacon.
Shaking bacon booties.
Shaking bacon booties here. So, so with that being said, so that leads into the Sneaky Snakes, which we actually had on the show, minus you and Eli. Oh no, not Eli, but you and Chris actually.
Yeah.
But we've actually now have had in combination all of the Sneaky Snakes have been guests on the show now,
And they all been sneaky about it.
You're right about that. This was actually very sneaky.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I snuck him in a little bit. We, thank you, Phil, for coming in on very short notice.
I mean, hey, you came in a lot better than fucking.
Right. What just speaking of, you know what time on the show it is.
Oh Lord,
it's pizza time.
For sure, that guy.
If Raul, he's got to come in wearing a tutu.
He kept like a fucking jack in the box.
yeah, dude, motherfucker came
And
out
one
here
more
like,
thing.
I was like, oh my Lord. That's good,
You
though.
were so mad. You're like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it was funny.
I listened to it back, and I think I didn't even say his name. I was like, Get out of here, delivery guy. What the fuck?
It was funny.
It was
Like he had left and the
hilarious.
door was closed, and we continued our conversation. And he came in and he's like, "And one more thing."
It's like,
Oh man, look at that! The first thing that came up when I was opening my phone.
yeah, the algorithm.
Look at this guy. Look at that handsome. Look at that handsome son of a bitch with these two fine fro lines.
Yeah,
That's a good look, man. That's a good look for you, man. Like that young Hefner. You got a good look, like young Hef look right now. In general, you are like a young Hugh Hefner.
Yo, Chris gonna try to fuck you tonight.
Tonight?
It's been a minute.
Every
so,
night.
Like, I'm down.
Pants down, round the ankles. Chris,
I won't
yeah.
kick you out.
Barry White playing.
I wouldn't kick
Little Chardonnay.
little Chardonnay,
Little butt playing.
little Chardonnay.
Yeah. Yeah, guess what time it is.
And so, do you write any of your music?
For these bands, I mean, so for Ancient Ape, I'm playing bass. I'm like, I write in all the bass parts. So I mean, like writing, I guess music pieces and making suggestions for like what we do with the songs. But Brian usually has been primarily writing the songs. I write a lot of shit, but as myself.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite bass player?
My favorite bass player? Fuck. I don't know, man, because I don't really pay attention to bass players.
Oh, so who do you pay attention to musically?
I mean, I guess I
Geddy Lee,
mean,
Les Claypool.
Working.
they're
Paul
cool.
Trujillo,
They're cool, but I don't
Jason
really listen
Newsted.
to Rush or Primus. Like I have listened to songs by them, but
You don't like Primus?
no, I mean I like a song or two, but I can't.
Really?
I can't sit down and just jam out to it.
No shit. I mean, just no offense, man, but you got a cat wearing a bow tie and big ass Urkel glasses on right now. It's an Urkel cat, really. Now that I think about it, and I just feel like you just have you have a Primus vibe,
Dude,
man.
I listen to fucking like Midwest emo. Like that's like the shit that I listen to.
I feel like you listen to everything.
I listen to
like
everything.
you listen to like American football.
I like some American football. They're a little too. I don't know. There's a little too much going on for their shit. Like I don't know. Like more. Mom jeans, Hot Mulligan, that like era of what I don't even know if it's fucking emo. I don't know if it's Midwest or punk. I don't know if you ever listened to Jeff Rosenstock. I like a lot of Jeff Rosenstock.
Okay.
It's like technically punk, I guess. Modern punk.
So modern punk is your primary influence.
Yeah, I guess. Punk, emo, punk adjacent shit, like all the stuff that came from that. Everything that was influenced by the Pinkerton album from Weezer. So most emo shit and like pop punk shit was all influenced by that.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, man. You were a hell of a performer, my friend.
Thank you.
Like it was it was awesome. Is that when the Punky Brewster? So little plug for the Punky Brewsters. They're gonna be the biggest rage in the Shenandoah Valley.
You know what? I got a little advice for you guys.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say this: leather pants.
Oh hell yeah.
No more. Really tight leather pants.
Oh,
We
okay.
want to see the outline.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna get you boys money, and we're gonna get you money.
You guys be raining.
Maybe
It's raining.
like a mesh top too.
Ooh hell yeah. Little fishnet thing going on.
Yeah, dude.
Nah, that was that thing. I've seen you play. So I've seen you play with the Snakes, and I mean you play the drums, and that's like there's a whole lot of just humanity in front of you and a fucking stand-up bass.
Yeah,
so
mostly when I'm playing with Sneaky Snakes, I'm just either staring at Chris Kemp's ass all night, or like I don't know, just like dissociating.
So you and Charlie are gonna start a support group. We stare at Chris Kemp's ass all night, every day. No, that's all. Yeah, so seeing you being able to come out on the front end of it when you were slapping the bass and singing songs at the on cue, was that the first time the Punky Brewsters had played?
That was the first. Yeah, it was our first gig.
That was amazing. You all killed it. I mean, like you had great crowd participation. You created a buzz amongst people, especially younger people in town who were like, "Oh, what's up with the band and shit?" I'm like, they're fucking killing it.
It felt like a really good response.
Oh, it was
Seemed
amazing.
Like everybody's into it.
I just loved how I could tell when a song started, I could tell who was gonna sing. If it would be you or Paul.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man.
If the original singer of the song was a bitch, then I have to fill the role.
Oh, Phil.
It's like,
you silly goose.
Does this person sound permanently like a teenager? Then Phil's got to sing it.
Well, I was gonna say more like the sexually angsty, like the sexually angsty stuff. But sure, yeah, if you want
How
to.
you want to slice it? There's
I
all
get,
kinds
but there's a lot
ways
of
to
sexual
kinda-
angst as a
to
teenager.
identify
You know,
that.
you don't know if you want to fuck something or break it. You just can't fuck or
Fuck
break it a
until
lot
you
of times.
break it, I think. Is usually
Or
the
break
case.
it till you fuck it. You know, that's just how I pick up women, though.
Yeah.
JK, love the
Where
ladies,
the
especially my
fuck's the
wife.
bell?
It's over. Here you go.
Who's gonna man the bell?
I'm not.
Aw.
I'm not
Oh,
good at gauging like
Yeah, that's
one-liners and shit like that. It goes over my head. I'm like, huh?
Responsibility.
What's you gotta tell me about the bell, man?
All right, so we used to have Lita was on a show with me and a bunch of other people. We had like a really big cast of like people, and the bell was a fixture throughout all the shows, and it was entrusted to one person that would be like, "All right, ding,"
Yeah.
Matt's.
and you, yeah, Matt, D,
Yeah,
manned
it was mostly Deemer.
Yeah.
That he was like the bell. Like
And
he
then-
would always dull out the bell sound.
and we had two bells because Tim got mad because
Yeah.
he didn't have a
Yeah,
bell.
he's pissed.
So is the bell? But is the bell like for you did a good job or you did a bad job?
Either it's just when something gets said that
Okay,
like
okay.
It's
D
like-
wanted to point out, he'd be like,
I
Yep.
got you.
Like
and it just
that's on
stuck.
point. It's like a way of saying that's on point.
I didn't know if it was like the hey there, fella. you
No,
went
that
back
people would
off
get
that
proud of
something.
getting a bell.
Yeah, they're like,
No, give me a bell. That's
I want a
cool.
bell for that. I've heard people
So
say that. on the
shooting for
show.
the bell. Shooting for the bell. Good to know. Good to know.
so,
Shoot the bell, baby.
and it stuck.
Shoot the bell. Shoot my bell, baby.
Shoot the thrill.
Oh man. So,
Any questions for? Do you guys have any questions for Mansfield?
oh, well, like Phil,
Phil.
when did you start playing this music?
When
Yeah,
did
what-
I start playing this music?
Well, any music.
Any music? When I was like 14, probably. So like
Yeah.
20 years ago. My dad wanted me and my brother to play an instrument because he's a really fucking good guitarist. But he was like super into southern rock, and like classic rock, southern rock, like Leonard
Molly
Skinner.
Hatchet.
Like Molly Hatchet, Leonard Skinner, like all that shit, and he played it really well. He did lead guitar, and so he wanted us to have some sort of music in our lives, and so he was like, "All right, I'm gonna get each guys an instrument. What do you want?" And I was like, "I want drums," and he was like, "All right," and then my brother wanted a guitar. So he like goes, I don't know. I guess he started checking out prices, or maybe he talked with my mom, and they were like, "Fuck drums." I don't know, but I don't know if it was about the fact that drums were gonna be way too fucking expensive, or if it was the fact that he realized he didn't want to hear me beating the shit out of
They
drums. all the time.
loud.
I really don't know which way it was because I like to. I used to always think it was because they were too expensive, but now I'm like, well, yeah, I wouldn't want my kids beating the shit out of drums.
Yeah,
in
they're
the house.
kind of loud.
But he come back like a couple of days later, and he's like, "All right, what instrument do you want that's either a guitar or a bass?" And I was like, "Well, fine. If I gotta choose one of those two, I guess a guitar." And I think I was a little bitter because I wanted to play drums. So he got me a guitar, and it literally just like sat like leaned up in the corner or in my closet or whatever for like a fucking year. Like he showed me some
Spitefully.
chords. He showed me some chords or whatever, and I just like it wasn't clicking, and I didn't really give a fuck. And I don't think I was really listening to music that people played. Like when I was a kid, I was like super into that like the resurgence of the boy band thing. So like the Backstreet Boys and the NSYNC and all that stuff. I was like really into that when I was like 12 or whatever. I was like, it's just cool, right? So I think it helped that one of my best friends at the time got me really heavily into Nirvana. So I transitioned from listening to like all the really poppy shit to start listening to Nirvana and Pearl Jam's 10, like all that grunge shit. And so then I think that inspired me that I wanted to know how to play those songs and I wanted to be cool like those dudes. And so then I finally picked up the guitar and like started learning Nirvana shit. And then after that, I like never put the guitar down for like years. It was just like playing and writing and just nonstop jamming.
Nice.
So that's how I came into playing music.
It was music that did it for you.
So music family. My granddad was a guitarist. My dad was a guitarist. My uncle, he played guitar and played some bass or whatever. He was more. I think he more liked to sing. My other uncle, he was a really good songwriter, and he was one of those guys who's like pretty shitty at the guitar, but like really good at writing the song. You know. So it's like the whole family just had like this music thing.
Nice.
That's amazing, man. That's
Dude.
things I did not know about Phil before coming into today.
Now you know.
Yeah, man.
I can talk forever. I'm just like trying not to.
Dude, that's what I mean. We're kind of like looking forward to hearing about you, man. We talk to each other every week,
Buckle up,
man.
motherfucker.
Buckle up, buckaroos.
So, yeah, back to what you guys need to do. I'm gonna manage you guys.
Leather
pants, mesh tops, and also you got to get guitars with whammy bars. I'm talking full Floyd Rose or a Kaler.
Maybe I can get a bar on my bass too.
Oh, you can,
Yeah.
and you will, and
Fuck
you will, and then you guys will be able to be like,
So I will say,
in leather pants while you're wiggling, dude. This is Bon Jovi money. This is a lot of money. What do you think, Lita?
Lita, you know Joe Martin, right? Do you know of Joe?
Yeah,
Have
yeah,
you
The
yeah.
dude
guys
that
ever-
played classical guitar.
get him a whammy bar on the snare drum.
I don't know. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
very good at
thanks.
names, man. Like, when you throw names at me, I'm like, what?
So Joe,
You know Joe if you saw him because everybody knows Joe.
Mhm.
he's the guy that can play classical guitar really well.
I guess.
I think he
I
was.
probably like, oh yeah, that
the-
guy. But I'm not very good at names.
Okay.
Sorry.
He does like instrumental.
I'm
versions
like, that's one
hits
of
and
my
shit.
like problems, like the failure to recall like numbers and names and stuff like that. Sorry, my brain doesn't work like your guys' brains, fuckheads. You'll have to bear with me. Jesus.
Ooh, I'll be a bear.
The guitarist in my other band in the Ancient Ape, he uses a whammy bar like fucking like just nonstop all the time.
Like, how does he do it?
I mean, he just
Like, I didn't know if it would be like Dimebag Daryl or if it was like, like surf music.
no, it's like because we kind of like fit into that like grungy like the Nirvana shit. So it's just like fucking noise. It's just like feedback and like squealing the feedback.
I was like, damn, is he over here like pinch squealing while doing
No.
Floyd Rose?
It's more just about making interesting noises. He just
Yeah.
recently got one of those fucking like octave pedals that are like shoot up like
The whammy
12,
pedal.
Like, yeah. So
Those are
You've
always
noticed
fun.
Joe knows. I mean, not Joe,
I didn't even
but
see
George.
that shit when I came in.
Yeah, George happens to know a little bit about the art of axe picking, if you will.
Hell yeah.
I make things sound like shit. So,
Oh man, that's.
Me too.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I think, man, this is like one of those things with the university. So you were talking about the other day. You said, I need a metal band, right? George
It's George and metal.
George can make some. He can make some metal, can't you?
There's so much metal.
I can do.
Never heard him play
if you've
metal
ever heard
ever.
There's so many kinds of metal, and I was also
we'll
mostly
make
joking.
George metal. We'll
Like-
create a George metal.
I can I could probably sing metal more than I could play guitar. Like, I'm not like I
Well, you
can
gotta
write
do-
songs. I can write songs, but I wouldn't be like, hey, I'm gonna play guitar in a band because that
Lita,
like
you
I
should
sing.
be in the metal band.
yeah
I
you.
probably could do it
Why
'cause
don't
I
we-
scream
why don't
really
the four
well.
of us just start a metal.
Let's right now.
Yeah.
We've started a metal band. What are we called?
Oh shit.
Bloated anus.
Ooh,
No.
I like it.
Jesus.
The bloated anus is.
Fuck
No.
dynamite.
It's ani. All right, that's
what
the
is
plural of
with you
anus.
with buttholes, man? Like, seriously.
Which way does it work better? Is it fuck stick dynamite or dynamite fuck stick? I like dynamite fuck stick.
That's better.
Yeah.
Pyro necro bestiality.
Uh,
Just so that you can do like one of those big, like weird,
I mean, you could do that with anything.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Buffalo fucker.
I mean, boo. I don't know,
Bison-
anybody
bison
anybody else
blowjob.
there? Anybody out there in the chat? Anybody use for a heavy metal band name for us? Please.
Something that doesn't include buttholes. That's
There is
tired.
no butt stuff.
That's getting all tired out.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Wow.
the
Alright.
butthole is tired.
Bloated cunt hole.
It's prolapsed. Oh, man.
George is like thinking. Don't think too hard.
You want to think like semi-flaccid.
uh,
What about semi-flaccid?
Semi-flaccid?
The
I don't know.
rigid
You gotta
taints.
with a lot of metal bands with that kind of shit. You gotta get it gory and stuff though. It's like serrated dick meat.
Gunch fucker.
Filet mignon.
Emulation. Is that what it's called? Emulation?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
What about like
Immoladio Filadio.
Nip
Yeah, there you go. That's awesome.
Nip Ripper.
Nip Ripper.
It's a power metal band. It's like-
Nah. None of those.
Well, what's everybody playing though? That's the thing, man. Like,
I'm gonna play the spoons.
I can play violin, but I don't know if that'll translate really well into metal.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
starting,
it will.
we're
Fuck
starting
yeah.
a new subgenre.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
we're starting our own metal. It's our
I
own
can just like
thing.
do it off like.
Have you ever seen that dude? The dude who dresses up like the dude who dresses up like a little like a devil demon dude, and then he just goes and climbs in like he bombs. He goes places in public. I'm gonna look it up in a second. You can put it on. But he gets up and like he climbs on top of like trees and shit in public, and then plays like a violin, and he plays like
Nice.
crazy metal stuff, and it's all like and it sounds
I've
like
never seen
oh
that
my
before.
god,
That would be
I gotta bring it up in a
amazing.
second. Once I get done twisting this J.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm a
gonna
little
have to-
rusty, but yeah, I do play violin. I was first chair in high school,
Oh wow.
but high school was 20 years ago. so-
Nerd.
Yeah, so what
Yeah.
you gonna do about it?
I think I have a
Nothing.
violin.
I'm the
somewhere
I'm the
around
biggest
here.
nerd in the room right
Huh?
now.
I think I have a violin somewhere around here, like a pink one.
Oh well, that means it's a little tiny like toddler one, right?
No, it's a full size one.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
Weird.
Don't be such a size queen.
I mean, it's hard to play like this. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard.
That is both. That was a double entendre right there.
Yeah.
Nah, I gotta find it. It's a pink one. It's pink.
I have a couple of
D-flat.
violins. I just
Two
like I
in
said,
the
I'm
big-
rusty. I haven't played in a while. I play piano by ear. I can't read music though because I'm retarded. So, and I can kind of sing depending on the song. I can either like ruin the song in karaoke,
Ooh, what if we did a barbershop
or I could
quartet
get like a standing ovation.
metal?
Barbershop quartet
Ooh.
metal.
Barbershop quartet metal. That way we all just sing, and then
Like,
it's like, "Bah."
Harmoniously but screaming.
But yeah, but then to make it metal, we gotta have like distortion on our voices.
Yeah.
Get a Boss Metal Zone pedal on our voices.
Sounds like super fun times. I'm down with it. So when are we gonna start this band?
We started it right
When's
now.
practice?
Right now.
This is an important
This-
question. He's very
This is
busy.
a band meeting. That's why I gathered you all here.
Oh shit!
Man, you're just band meeting left and right, bro.
I didn't bring my instrument.
You band meeted last night. You band meted now. You be band meeting tomorrow.
Band
Meat
meets
beating.
all day, every day.
Yeah,
Band meetings and meat beatings.
Well, it explains those bitchin' forearms, man. Boy, oh boy, Lita,
Yes.
what you got over there in your hand?
Oh, because I
girl?
am a seasonal horror watcher, and this is totally
That sounded a little funny.
like
I'm a seasonal horror watcher.
Yeah, horror.
I go to the local,
Scary movies.
Yes.
So every season, I typically will watch things that correlate with the season, and I feel like spring and early summer. That's for vampires, man. I fucking love a very good vampire movie, and there's one that's coming out called Abigail, and it looks really cool. I gotta get my readers because I'm an old lady, and I don't have these details in the top of my head. So give me a second.
You get your
Yeah.
readers for your notes. George gets it for the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't see your titties.
yeah, that's
Get my
when you know.
readers.
That was my goddamn I'm old moment. That was the first one I had in my life. I remember it. It's like I remember the first time I was like, oh, I'm on ecstasy, the drug. Oh, I remember that. I remember where I was when certain things happened, like the Challenger blowing up. And I remember the first time I had to put on my reading glasses, look at titties. It was right there.
It was right here.
George, did you grab those from the table? Because I believe they're mine.
Oh,
I have colorful on the side.
nope.
Damn it.
Well, here.
I lost my glasses. What am I gonna do?
You'll find
My glasses. I need my glasses.
glasses.
I,
All right.
I just take my. I can't do this shit with the headphones on, my glasses on. This shit hurts.
All right. So
Fuck that.
there's this new movie coming out called Abigail, and I've been kind of like watching a few of the trailers, and it sounds really cool. So a group of would-be criminals kidnaps a 12-year-old daughter of a powerful underworld figure, holding her ransom in an undisclosed mansion, and their plans start to unravel when they realize their captive is a fucking vampire, and she starts picking them off.
Dude, I saw the trailer for this the other day. It looks fucking rad as shit, dude.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to it because I like the horror movies where there's a child that's a vampire. Like, for some reason, it's unnerving and it's raw. It's like, not
What was
something that
one?
you.
What was that one that came out? The one with like all the dudes in it. Like it was like Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt and
It's
it was like where
Interview with a Vampire.
yeah. The one where there was
Yeah.
like the breadcrumb trail of like pedophilia in Hollywood.
Like,
They were like-
Yeah.
Guess
they were
what?
like, yes. What was the Kirsten Dunst? Wasn't she the girl in it?
Yeah.
They were like,
Yeah.
that was that. That just
Yeah, that was a good one. That's that movie's like more than 20 years old now. Like that makes me feel old saying that because I went to the theaters to see that movie. I read Anne Rice when I was a teenager. Like I read all of her books. 14 years old,
Shout out
reading
Anne
like
Rice.
fucking Tale of the Body Thief and all that shit. And I was so excited when that movie came out. And then I went to go see the movie, and I was fucking disappointed because I read the books, and the books are so much better. But anyway, I digress. So that movie's coming out. There's another movie that came out around October 2nd, 2023, but it's not released to the public yet, and it's called Blood and Snow. That's also kind of like a vampire-y movie. It's more of a winter thing, and usually like vampires are more like a spring, summer kind of thing. So I also wanted to give everyone my top 10 vampire movies.
Do it.
Greatest ones of all time. And I'm probably going to get flack for some of them, but that's okay. I'm going to start with the lowest on the tier, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Obviously, great film. Long, one of the best love stories ever told. Stakeland at 9. Only Lovers Left Alive. It's a very obscure vampire movie, but it's very good, and you can find that on AMC if you haven't seen it yet. Spring is another AMC vampire movie. Daybreakers is number 6. Number 5, Let the Right One In. I prefer the foreign one over the American one. I just do. I think it's better written and it's more gory, and I like gore. Number 4, 30 Days a Night. That one's a great one, right? Like, I love it. Like, the concept of,
I
like,
have seen that one.
the concept of vampires finding a place where there's no sun for fucking 30 days and they can just, like, kill everyone and everything. That's kind of fucking
It's
freaky,
tight.
right? Number 3, Fright Night.
Yeah, dude.
Yes. Because, I have to, like, I gotta, my classics.
I think I know what your number 1 is. But keep going.
I don't think you know. Number 2, Lost Boys.
No, that was wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
I was
And I'm going to
wrong.
tell you, not a lot of people know about this movie. I'm going to give you a hint. Because I've said this before in front of Adam, and he had no clue what I was talking about. We went to a restaurant one time, and this is like early in our dating, right? And we ordered chicken or something, and I was eating, and I was licking my fingers. I'm like, finger licking good. You don't get that right. He didn't get it either. He's like, oh, she's kind of weird. Like, yes, you know who that is. So my number 1 is Near Dark.
Okay.
Have you ever seen it?
I have not
Oh
seen
my
the
God.
Near Dark. I will check it out.
Yes. It came out in, I think, like 84, 85. Fantastic film. What's his face play? God, I can't think
Bill
of his.
Paxton.
Yeah, Bill Paxton plays
Chad
one.
from
Yep.
Weird Science.
He has like spurs on his cowboy, but it's definitely a cowboy vampire movie. It is fantastic. And there's this part where they're at a bar and they like kill everybody, and he's licking his bloody fingers, and he says, finger licking good.
All right.
So yeah.
That scene is iconic, and I've seen the clip of that.
Yeah.
I will concede that, or I may have seen the movie in passing at some point.
Yeah,
but I
he
don't
like
remember.
literally stands on a bar and uses a spur and slits the bartender's throat.
I just watched a Tales from the Crypt episode that was a vampire-based one, and it was like the twist was that like they thought they were like trapping this person, and then turns out the person was trapping them. I'm trying to remember what
Trapping,
you know what I'm saying? We just had him up in the trap and do the mumble raps then afterwards.
Yeah. Mm.
Man, who was in it? But I did see they had another one. It was a Tom Hanks episode. Oh no, it was the episode with John. It was John Lovitz is in it, and they're doing a Shakespeare play, and like the whole time they're like, "Yo, man, you don't want to do this shit," and he's like, "No, why? I don't want to do it." Blah blah, and then they end up stealing his head.
Damn. Yeah.
I've been watching all that Tales from the Crypt lately.
Yeah, those are really good. I do have like 2 honorable mention vampire movies because I know that like when I was having this discussion with my dad, because he loves like good horror movies too. Innocent Blood, if you've never seen that, it's like a mafioso kind of like vampire movie where this like she's a hooker that sleeps with one of the mafioso dudes, and then she ends up killing him. But then she gets scared and runs off before she takes his head off. Because, as you know, if you bite somebody, they can turn. Ooh, bleh. So, so she runs, and then he turns into one, and he's kind of a dick because he's in the mafia. So, mafioso vampires, kind of cool. Not top 10 because it is obscure B-rated movie, but it's good. And then, of course, From Dusk Till Dawn. And the reason why that's not on the list is because Quentin Tarantino typically doesn't really make horror movies. He makes strange and interesting movies, but I didn't really think that was too, it wasn't really, it was horror at the end, but that wasn't the point of the movie. So, yeah.
I think, what about Blade? The Blade Trinity.
Yeah, I wasn't really into that. It was
Did
more,
you watch them?
for me, it was more like, I've watched all of them.
Really?
I've watched
I felt like that would have been your shit. Like, it's like all like, they got all the industrial
Nah.
music and like sexy people in tight fitting leather and shit.
I like
I don't
things
know.
that
I got
could
you a
be
pick.
real. Like that's more
That could be real,
like,
Lita.
like that's more like it's campy. Like it's karate movie with fangs. Like it's not.
You act like that's something wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with
There's
it.
nothing wrong with Kung Fu Wheeler and Fangs, Lita.
It's okay. I enjoyed them, but they're not my top 10. They're
Gotta
just
listen
not
to
my
those.
top 10. Sorry.
Have you seen Morbius?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good, pseudo vampire. I think that's a pseudo vampire movie.
It was okay.
It
Wasn't
was
it based on a
alright.
comic?
Yeah, it's based on a comic. Yeah.
Like I think that's why I'm like.
Yeah. Automatic aversion.
No. Hey,
No.
no. Let's not say that, because I hone in on my nerdery every now and then. I love Spawn. Okay,
Yeah,
I love tales, like all the tales from the. By the way, there's comics that are
Yeah.
old, fucking old, like super old. Like
Yeah.
when my dad was like a little kid old when that came out. So
Oh, yeah.
like I like those type of things. I'm just not really I don't know. I didn't even know that it was a comic book thing until somebody had mentioned it in passing, and then I watched it and I was like, yeah, well, it's not terrible, but not good either. So you were like desperate for this pizza. You keep looking like, where is it?
See,
I gotta track it.
Did
I
you
am
really
tracked.
order another pizza?
Man, it's now part of the show, man.
I got charcuterie ready over there.
That's fine. I can take the pizza home, man. That's fine.
No, no.
That's fine, but I'll eat that shit later. Let's see. It's on. Looks like it's on the way, guys. It's on the way. Sorry, I just want to make sure that man. Whatever, guys. I'm gonna go eat some charcuterie. I'm fucking baked, dude. This is tight. I always love when their charcuterie in the room over there in case you like charcuterie.
Did you set it out?
No,
yet?
I ain't said it out yet.
God.
but,
Oh, you didn't set it out
It's
yet.
it's there in boxes. You can look at it.
Go look at it. You look dead eye in that thing. Just charcuterie. Breathe heavy on it. That's how I feel about charcuterie. I get sprung for charcuterie.
House sprung. Full mast?
Goddamn right, man. This Copa gets all the way hard. You know what I mean?
For charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
impressive.
Charcuterie.
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 What don't you like on a charcuterie board?
Fruit.
Fruit?
Get the fucking fruit off the goddamn charcuterie
I like
board.
fruit.
Yes,
Speak
I
for
like
yourself.
fruit too. Not on the charcut though.
I do.
No
I do.
fruit
Do you
on
know
the
why?
charcut.
'Cause it's
No
the
fruit.
salty and the sweet. It refreshes your palate. That's what
Man,
it's for.
I want my palate to feel like fucking
Like you eat
I
the
just want
salty
Milton
like,
Berle at the end of the
prosciutto
cigar.
with like a sharp cheddar, and then you eat the strawberry to clean off your
I just
palate.
want my charcuterie board to be 6 pounds of salami.
I like Copa, man. Personally, if I had to do one, like
Copa.
I'm a big salami.
I like
guy.
olives. I like olives on it.
Bleh.
I like mustard. I like Copa.
Yeah, if I ever had a place and they were like, "We need an olive bar," I'd be like, "You need to be fired. You don't work here no more."
Fuck
I'm
olives.
there. Yeah.
God damn,
I like,
man. You
like,
guys are a bunch
who
of
came,
Philistines.
Who came
What?
up with olives? They're like, I'm gonna grow this tree that's gonna produce the nastiest fucking grapes on the planet. I'm gonna do it, and
Well, it makes good oil.
Yeah.
bleh.
Yeah, I use
I like
olive
the oil.
I
Also
use
can be used
olive
as
oil for
lube.
everything.
But it doesn't taste like anything, so
Lube.
you know.
Dude.
I hate olives. hate.
Yeah, olives are shit.
Like
I've
what?
tried.
Like
We should beat him
I've
up
tried.
for
I
liking
come
olives.
back to them every so often. Like,
So,
I'm just like, I want to try this.
man.
Nope.
are there different types of olives that taste different?
Yeah, dude. There's a whole fucking world of
There's a-
olives, man.
All right. So what do they? What's the difference in their taste?
All taste
Everything.
like
So
butts.
there's different levels of brininess. There's different textures.
Oh, so they're like pickled or whatever.
yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
were
olives
pickled.
have to be like treated. You have to like they come off the plant. They're fucking rock hard. So then they have to be fucking treated with a lot of fucking. I mean, there's different methods for whatever. We had some. We went to a thing called Mondo Vino a couple weeks ago, which was essentially a gigantic beer, wine, cheese, and charcuterie orgy, and they had olives, and they had these smoked olives. Man, they were like big red. They look like big, like little, like they're not big. They look like little red footballs, like this big. Yeah, they were fucking fantastic. It had a whole different. That was a whole different. I've never had like an olive. It had the olive texture, but it had a smoked flavor, like a smoked meat flavor to it.
I'd try it.
Yeah, they have like small green
Smoked
one.
buttholes.
I'll try anything.
There we
Hickory
oh
smoked-
hey, are we back to the
Hickory
butt?
smoked
I don't like
horse
buttholes.
buttholes.
You guys can stick to your buttholes. Like
You just
you
said
guys-
I say it
butthole,
as
butthole,
like a
butthole,
statement in
butthole.
disgust.
Have you ever,
Smoked
have you ever
buttholes.
seen Dr. Train
Smoked.
wants to eat hickory smoked horse buttholes?
I mean, this sounds like a to do on my list of things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, olives, man, they're good.
Yeah, like black olives. Don't like them. But I've only had my only context is like you ruined my pepperoni pizza.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
it's like,
that's
now-
wild.
now
I get
gotta-
olives
now I
on
gotta
every,
pick
is
these-
that man? Is that see? I get olives on pizza.
I would rather have black olives on a pizza and have to like take them off if I didn't want to eat them than having like pineapple on it. Pineapple, if you don't want that shit on pizza, it ruins it.
All right, so
It's one of the few toppings. That and onions. 'Cause you really you gonna
I
find
love
that.
pineapple.
You can't really pick the onions
But
off of a pizza.
no, I'm not saying I'm not yucking nobody's yum because I don't like it. But if you were going to pick a topping off, pineapple is very, very overpowering in terms of like you can taste it on
It's-
every bit of
it's
that,
gonna
and it's
leave
good
a
if you really
it's
want to taste
sweet.
pineapple. It's like a good topping because it's like good with the ham. I get it.
They
It's-
have to like thinly slice it, and then roast it first before they put it on the pizza. Because if they put that shit on the pizza raw,
Yeah.
You know what's
it
some-
makes that shit soggy.
You know what's
it's
some
like
hot
you're doing
shit
it
on
wrong.
pizza?
That's not how you do it.
clap, 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 clap.
you know
clap,
some hot
clap.
shit on some pizza?
What?
Sun dried tomatoes.
Ooh, yes. Yo.
That is
With
the
those
whitest
big
thing you've
fucking
ever
slices
said
of
ever.
mozzarella and some like basil, like fresh basil leaves.
You ever watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Yum.
Oh,
When he was eating the brood witch, but then it was like, you gotta eat the whole sandwich. You forgot the sun-dried tomatoes. He's like, ah, fuck the sun-dried tomatoes. You cannot disassemble the brood witch.
I love me some sun-dried tomatoes.
Man, yeah, tomatoes. I've never been able to do tomatoes.
I don't like regular ass tomatoes, but sun dried tomatoes are the shit.
I must be weird. I
I
love
don't know
all
that,
vegetables.
I honestly don't know if I've had sun-dried tomatoes because I had like the regular tomatoes and I've had the cherry.
They
tomatoes,
like
but
they like almost like
They're very vaginal.
they're like the Funyun version of a tomato. It's like very flavored. It's not
Sweet.
bad. Yeah, like it just
like a jerky.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like a
I'll try
tomato
it at some
jerky.
point.
It's so good.
yeah.
It's yummy. Especially when you smoke dry them. Oh my god, they're so good. I like the cherry tomatoes though. I grow that in my garden. I'll go out there when it's all ripe and the sun's like beaming on them and popping them in the mouth. They're like little warm balls. Yummy.
well, it's just they
But
fucking
up,
explode.
Yum.
They take a
Warm
bite of
balls
them, they
in
like
the
shoot
mouth.
shit all
Yeah.
across.
See, where's my bell for that, George? You fucking suck.
I was
You know what? We have to just give credit where credit's due. Matt's just really good at the bell, man.
yeah.
He's got that thing dialed in, I think. Shout out to Matt Waller. We miss you, babe. But do you, boo boo? Ooh, Matt.
Matt,
Spread my cheeks, man.
Matt, where your pants
With
at?
mayonnaise.
Matt, where your pants at? Matt, where your pants at? They better be around your ankles while I sing to you. Yeah, I said, Matthew. I hope you're listening right now and your pants around your ankles.
I hope he's wearing a
I just
bathrobe.
R&B'd him.
What? I hope he's wearing a bathrobe right now. I guess
I hope-
imagine Matt in like a baby blue bathrobe. Like, his feet in some sort of
In a
soaking
bubble
tub.
bath. Little bit of bubble bath.
Yeah.
Little Mr. Bubble around your cuticles.
Little Mrs. Bubble
That
around the
mean-
butthole.
That means you ain't wearing no pants. Matt!
I had some banging ass pizza though a couple nights ago, man. I went to the Osteria Maria here in town, and Chef Biagio, that's his first name, Biagio. And homie, man, he makes the crust on that pizza. I mean, they're expensive. Like you're paying like $18 to $20 for a personal pizza, but that fucking crust is, I mean, world fucking class. And when I talked to him about it, I was like, tell me about the crust. He's double ferments it. He does it at specific temperatures. I'm not gonna give away his trade secrets, but if you guys are listening and you're in Front Royal or the Front Royal area, Osteria Maria, also tremendous pasta, hand rolled pastas. I had some cacio e pepe that was fucking bang with guanciale in it. That was fucking fantastic. Tiramisu, holy fuck! I don't know.
At this point, you're just making a lot of noises.
Yeah,
None of these are words.
I'm gonna have to educate you, Phil. I feel like this is gonna be like one of those moments. It's gonna be like Hitch, man, and I'm gonna, ironically, even though I look like Kevin James, I'm gonna play the Will Smith character, and then you're gonna have to play the Kevin James
You gotta
character.
teach me how to fuck some pasta.
I'm gonna teach. Yes, I am gonna teach you how to fuck pasta. It's gonna be like American Pie, but the Italian version.
Alfredo sauce
Yes.
coming at you.
Oh man, vodka sauce has you down.
Mhm.
Where'd George go?
He's calming the pooch.
Have you been to Osteria Maria yet?
No, I have
Oh
not.
wow, you
Like,
gotta go, dude. They got this octopus dish that looks fucking fantastic. I'm gonna get it the next time I go.
I
they
can't eat
got-
octopus.
Where's this at?
I watched too many documentaries about octopus
It's-
to want to eat them.
It's on the
That was a surprise.
it's over on the corner of South Street and Royal, like that, the across the street from that A-frame joint next to Simon Petrie dish. That's the name I call.
Yeah,
that
I don't
building.
know why I asked because I don't know where anything is around here.
It's next to the
I've
Saga.
lived-
Do you know
I've
the
lived there
Crackhead BP?
Nah,
Do you know the
Yes,
crack? Yes,
yes,
it's
I
across
know
the
the
street from the Crackhead BP. Shout out the Crackhead BP. We love you, baby. But you are full of crackheads.
Yeah.
At all times. I've never been in there without there being somebody visibly on not weed. Like that you were on drugs. That ain't weed. Because I'm on weed and that's not weed. And yeah.
Might
but
be meth.
It's 100%. Yeah, it's crack meth. And it's all to
It's
me.
all-
It's like you say tomato, I say tomato. You say crack, I say meth. I mean, I know there's difference. There's a bunch of people listening. They're like, listen, man. I used to do both crack and meth, and there's a huge difference. So it's like, and good for everybody that's listening that has that fucking viewpoint. But from in my world, crack and meth are battling for the same position.
Yeah.
Shit I don't do because I'm already naturally anxious. Like I'm naturally on like when I do drugs. If I'm doing drugs or alcohol, like I want to be put down. Like I want that fucking sedative. Like I want that dick in the dirt shit. You know, that crazy ass. I want to clean a house. You know, noise. I get that out of the way before I do anything because so I can chill. You know, so smoke this J and talk shit with Lita.
You're the only person I've ever met that smokes as much as you do. I cannot handle it. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, we gotta open the window.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna die.
I'm so sorry. I don't even think about that. Like,
I know.
I'm sorry.
I try
not
not to complain
You
because
shouldn't complain. You should be like, yo, white boy, open the fucking window. I'll open the window, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to open the window now. now
well, I
we're
think
opening.
most of the time
now
I
that
don't
we're- now
open
that
the
we're
window
three-quarters
because
of
of
the way-
like the outside sound. So there's that too.
I don't think it's really that noisy out there. It's Front Royal, man. It's like, yeah, it's nice. There we go. Sorry, I apologize. Long-term apology, but
You don't have to apologize. Like I said, it's mostly the sound thing. I'm always worried that some person's gonna be running down the street screaming.
I think
'Cause
that
that's
would be
happened.
good to have in the background, like memorable.
well, hopefully, I can't wait to see who's delivering the pizza today. This is gonna be this part.
God.
This is now a part of the show. It's an incurred cost I'm willing to take on. It's great. You know, we get a pizza delivered here, and it's always interesting to see the reaction of the delivery driver. We had a dude come in. He did a couple dabs with us. That was funny as shit. Oh damn! Hey, it's the pizza guy. No, I was kidding. It's not. It's George and Charlie. Charlie is a beautiful, beautiful doggy. Hey, puppy. But a little bit too excited for studio life. But we had we mortified that one girl at you weren't there for it, dingus, but when we did the show at the Catamount with the other sneaky snakes, the girl came in and she walked in and she was just like
She immediately turned around. She's like, nope.
she was like, well,
Bye.
I'd put on the instructions that she needed to come in and yell wasabi, you know, like that old commercial, like wasabi,
Right.
which would have been fucking hilarious. I mean, I tipped for it too, so I mean, but she didn't come through.
And
that
the
was
Jack
one
in
of
the
the
Box dude.
And then we had Rauber. Now let's see who they're. I was like it doesn't have the name on the track. That's why I was looking at the tracker was to see whose name was on the because they put the name of the people that do
Oh,
whatever.
really?
Yeah, it says like food's being prepped by Fuckface and. You know, now it's being baked by Cunt Lips or
Ramrod.
whatever the fucking name is. Yeah, now it's being sent out by Team Ramrod in the Team Ramrod car.
Yeah.
Raul car.
Yeah. Uber.
Yeah, man.
This motherfucker's relentless.
Right. He is today.
Yeah, you got a
Don't
buck.
you love animals?
Yeah, dude. Love 'em.
I love them too.
I watched The Running Man last night at 2:00. I could not sleep, and so I was up at 2:00 in the morning, and I watched The Running Man. It's on YouTube free right now.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, dude, that movie is so great. I mean, Sub-Zero, now Plane Zero, and that was like the shittiest of all his lines. I didn't understand. Like, he had so many good zingers in that one, and they use that like that doesn't make any sense. Like, now Plane Zero, like no.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Yeah, but that movie was fantastic. Richard Dawson's fucking. I mean, that's great acting right there on his behalf. Like, he did such a good job playing the evil version of himself. Like, they just like, all right, Richard Dawson, you're gonna be Richard Dawson, but you don't have to bullshit on camera. Just be you behind the scenes or whatever it was. I'm sure Richard Dawson's a really nice guy, but like, have you seen The Running Man before? It's on YouTube. It's on the free movies. You like science fiction? You like dystopian future shit?
There's Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
It's got Arnold in it. Come on, if you don't like it, then get the fuck out.
Oh yeah, I like features. Like speculative sci-fi. Like,
Yeah, but
like Blade Runner and shit.
Yeah, exactly. RoboCop.
I have seen RoboCop. I saw it way later than anybody else saw RoboCop, but I did. See
RoboCop is my favorite movie of all time. I'll quote.
Running
I've
Man's
missed
pretty
a lot.
good.
I
movies.
work for Dick Jones.
Yep.
Dick Jones.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'd buy that for $1.
Bitches leave. That's the line of the movie. Of all the shit in that movie.
Bitches leave.
Yeah, Kurt was his name? Kurt fucking Redwood
Yeah, dude, motherfucker.
coming in there like, yo, what was
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Foreman.
Clarence Boddicker, man, that's the baddest dude to ever do it. He was
Scariest
evil.
part in that movie was the melting.
Yeah.
When he comes out. That shit
Yeah.
terrified me when I was a little kid. I saw it one time and I could not get it out of my head. It was like,
They, you know,
that
they
shit was awesome.
they didn't tell the other actor in that scene that they didn't let him see the person get the makeup on, and they didn't tell him that that's what was going to happen in the scene. They were like, all right, you're just going to come out and you're going to see this guy and you're going to be like, and so like that was all they told him. And then this motherfucker shows up, and that was such good prosthetics that he actually legit scared the other actor. He's like, oh my fucking God, what did you do to my homie?
Didn't they do that with Alien too? Like not tell them that the thing was gonna pop out of their
Yeah.
chest and shit.
Yeah, they do
Oh.
that. Yeah, element of surprise shit's great in movies. There was the best one though is in that movie Black and White, with Elijah Wood in it and Mike Tyson and Robert Downey Jr. and a bunch Bijou Phillips and a bunch of other fucking great actors. But there's a Mike Tyson's in it, and it's back when it was like crazy Mike Tyson. Like not the new weed head, like I eat mushrooms Mike Tyson. This is back like steroids and cocaine Mike Tyson. And they do this scene and Robert Downey Jr. plays a dude of questionable sexuality in the movie. And so he's like, they're at a party and like Mike Tyson's looking out the window, and they didn't tell him that this was in the movie. And Robert Downey Jr. goes up and hits on him. And Iron Mike, his eyeballs turn red. And he tries to go on him. They say that like it took the entire cast and everybody, all the crew members had to fucking restrain him because he was trying to like beat the shit out of fucking Robert Downey Jr. about it.
That's crazy.
That's a great movie, Black and White. It's a very interesting social commentary movie.
I haven't like watched any really good movies lately that have stood out, like anything that Shudder has been showing is crap. And there's like maybe a couple of horror movies, but they're disappointing. So hopefully in the next coming months, something really good comes out.
Child's Play. That's on YouTube on the free movies. That's a good one.
Yeah. Oldie but goodie.
We're plugging YouTube right now. YouTube, pay us monies. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some good outlets for. I mean, Tubi. What's Tubi have in the horror department?
Man, I am not even going to talk about Tubi right
Oh, that's
now.
right. That's right. You're anti-Tubi, aren't
Yes,
you?
I am.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah,
few
they got
ads.
movies like where there's dialogue such as, "You know how I paid for this house. You know how I paid for this house with this dick. I get up every morning and I go sling dicks."
Slinging that
And
dick.
she's still shocked. She's in the kitchen like, oh, like it's a new real revelation. It was the fucking worst acting I've ever seen. It's worse than any horror movie or any independent film. It was black cinema at its worst.
Yeah. It's been a while. What's the last, when's the last time you went to Psycho Cinema?
Dude, forever ago. I can't even tell you. It's been over a year and a half for real. And I apologize to Faye because she's always been hyper supportive and really cool. And I think there's something coming up that I want to see. Critters.
Mm-hmm.
Critters is coming. If you don't know, do you know about Critters? Oh my God,
I have a bunch
Do you
of
know about
movies.
Critters?
Yeah, of course I do.
I don't know, dude.
I've watched
It's some
them
nerd ass
all.
shit. The Critters is my
Critters.
Yeah, Critters is
Yeah.
probably in my top 5 of sci-fi sci-fi franchises. Period.
Hot
But
alien bounty hunter. or whatever.
yeah, man, that's so Critters. Man, I'm not even gonna spoil it for you. You just look it up, man. You gotta see it. It's great.
It's awesome. It's like Interstellar Gremlins.
The third one has Leonardo DiCaprio in it. Back before he was famous. Yes, before he was famous. Yeah, he's in that movie, and it's crazy because he's like, he's a real part in that movie. But the Krites, they're these little critters, and they come and they eat everything, and but they're smart and they're evil, and they're the bane of the existence of the universe.
They're like little hedgehogs.
Yeah,
Right,
it's hard.
that's
You gotta
like
see it,
they're
dude.
like-
It's fucking cool.
And they have like,
Dude, it's totally cool, man.
they turn into a giant. Don't they turn into a giant critter at some point?
That's in the second one. Yes.
Yeah. I remember it now.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
the big rolling ball of critter and just eat everything in its path. Like they'd roll over a cow in the movie, and then the cow would start be alive, and then when the critter ball would roll over it, just be like a pile of bones and shit.
Like fucking.
And then they have the bounty
Katamari
hunters.
video game, like where you roll the ball and like absorb everything.
Yeah, well, that scene. There's one scene in the second Critters, but yeah, there's I think there's 4 movies and like a series, and there was like a TV series about it, but it's like. Man, everybody, man, there was an exodus on the show. Now it's Phil. Now it's back to us. The old, Phil and Chris show. Here we are. Just Beavis and Buttheading it. Yeah, man. So tell me more about where you from, man. Where you even from, bro?
Yo, what's your social security number?
Yes.
Yo, what's your favorite book?
Well, there you. And now you're back. It's great.
Yeah.
7.
Dang, a langer.
So
Oh yeah, are we going to the Catamount tonight?
maybe.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm gonna go up in there and I'm gonna close that bitch down. Literally, I'm gonna help Shannon close it down. I'm gonna go in there and sweep the floor and shit.
Hey, I'm gonna sweep in.
I'm gonna sweep this bitch off. What?
Oh, my dog won't stop barking. I hate this shit. I'm gonna get him a better bone. He won't chew it up in a quarter of a show.
Oh man.
But I am gonna start leasing out my dog to smaller midgets and dwarves to ride it, with a saddle on it. I think it's a lucrative market. I think that people sleep on the midget dollar. I won't sleep on that dollar.
Yeah,
That's a good dollar.
Small people.
Yeah.
If you're target them, you refer to them as
I think
small
that
people.
no. You could say that, but
Small
you
people.
could say that. You could say that,
I
right?
could definitely say that.
But
guess who's on the way? Guess who's on the way?
is it a midget to come beat me up? Is that what's about to happen?
It's our boys on the
Okay.
way, dog.
Okay. Oh,
Our boys on the way. Our boys on the way, Lita.
you're trying to get a sponsorship from Domino's. I can
I
sense
am,
it.
man. Kirkland signature, Domino's. What's this name of this company that the high tea non-tobacco hemp-free herbal wraps. These are amazing. They're tea-based wraps that we use, and they're very sturdy, but they burn nice and easy, but they don't have a very intrusive flavor. What else am I looking for plugs for? Butt plugs. Butt plugs are us. I'm really hoping we'll sponsor the show. Tobacco
Again
Hut.
with the
I
butt
think
stuff.
Tobacco Hut. Tobacco Hut should definitely be one of our sponsors. Is there anybody else I'm missing here? Spelunkers. The
Yeah, I'd
Catamount
rather
Lounge.
let's get some chicken sandwiches in here though.
We should get some
I'm
chicken.
tired of pizza. Like for real
Damn,
though,
yo.
like we should have like chicken sandwiches.
I got us fried chicken that one time. Remember when we talked about fried
yeah,
chicken?
I brought some too.
I
I
should
think we
have.
both did. We both
Did we both bring fried chicken
yeah.
that day?
No, not that day.
Oh, there
It's
was.
been spread
Yes, there
out,
was
yeah.
another. Yeah, there was another.
Fried chicken's
fried chicken.
expensive now. So I remember back in the day where you can get like a
$10.
25 piece for like $10, and now it's like $49. I'm like, wow, that's
Yeah, man.
crazy.
Well, that is
Yeah.
wild. Yeah, these,
Martin's fried chicken isn't that bad. It's like $10 for an 8-piece.
I can make fried chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I.
I can put on a white ass suit and I can make fried chicken like the best honky.
Well, you can do that.
That I will get up in there. I will.
You can
kernel
do that,
bitch.
but you don't have a kiosk at the motherfucking grocery store that I can snatch it from
Yeah,
like
right.
high.
It takes a long time, like to make fried chicken, like to make real Southern fried chicken.
Oh, yeah.
it takes a long time, man, because you gotta you render that fat out. You know what I mean? Like you're frying it in its own fat.
I saw this shit at my uncle's house. It was a big vat with a fire underneath of it and nothing but like hundreds of chicken titties in it. and that was Labor Day, and it was a spectacular day. My daughter stared at it and was like, "Is that all chicken in there?" Like, yes it is, daughter. And she was quite pleased. And there was like like what's it called? Those like those fry things or the potato slicers that just like slice it like on the wall. I don't know, like they have them at Five Guys.
Mandolin.
Yeah, them things. But my uncle had one of those, and he was just like, potato,
I have one.
Oh,
I have
dude.
like a little, like a small one, but they're cool because you just
Now
go,
we just got to get you a cast iron big ass
Yeah.
ladle that we can start a real fire.
yeah, no, that's a lot of work. I'd rather just go and buy my fries.
Exactly.
You
So
know what? We should.
lazy.
I think one of our shows we should we should get a mic set up in the kitchen. I'll cook for the show. We can make and we'll have some
commentary. and,
yeah,
like,
I'll make some
taste
fried
test.
chicken. Yes, we'll do fried
I'll
chicken.
play
and
like Eclair de la
Claire-
Lune.
collard greens.
Can we have a cook-off? Because I can make some fucking fried chicken too.
That let's go.
Oh, dude, I'll set up 2 hot plates
Yeah,
on
you
the
don't even
middle
know.
table.
I got that
Head
secret
to
North
head.
Kakalaki.
Head
Kinda
to head
like
in a
recipe.
battle of culinary supremacy. Who's next? Yeah, dude.
Fudge, yeah.
Yeah.
Do
a
it.
chicken fry off.
Yes.
I think it's a good idea. We should plan it.
Yes. What time is it? Is it almost? I think we're getting.
It's almost time for you to
Buy some
do it.
chicken.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I know why he's here. So.
All right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Bill, what we didn't tell you about the show is that at the end we like to end on a gawk fest, and I'm today's gawker.
So Plugfest. Where do you look at your comedy, Chris?
So Monday night I will be at both the Catamount Lounge and as well on Q, dropping some tee ha ha's for a few. May 24th, come out to Pavement. I will be the opening act at that venue that night, which should be good, or one of the opening acts. Not the one, but hopefully the first one, so I get that shit out of the way. And then I don't know, man. Any comedy promoters out there listening, holler at your boy. I got some good jokes, I promise. What else? Helltown Radio. Listen to Helltown Radio every Friday night at 9 p.m. on YouTube Live. And then look forward to, I've got a project in the works right now with a friend of mine, an old friend of mine, Rachel Phil Mesger, also, person I've been in endeavors with before. And so this time we are going to be doing a YouTube show. And we're going to be working with Ian Rushing and Toy Box Studios doing that. So that's something to be looking for on the horizons. So shout out to Rachel. Also Pavement in general. I think all of us have enjoyed some Pavement in the past week. Have you gotten to Pavement? Have you been to Pavement in the past week?
I've not been to Pavement ever, but I will get there at some point. I know we got a couple gigs coming up there.
Yeah, dude, you got to go check it out, man. Survey your scale.
I think were they closed for a bit?
Yeah, they closed down to do some renovations and
Yeah.
get it back up to snuff.
I had a smash burger.
Man.
I had a cowboy burger.
Both of
It
those
was like
sound-
perfectly
those sound like good
cooked.
things.
It's almost
It
good.
was so good.
Yeah, almost as good as the reverse cowgirl chicken sandwich they have. No, I was kidding. But the birria tacos there.
go.
Oh yeah, those
that's
are
my
the
favorite.
best.
Those birria tacos, I got them
Yup.
last night, and then me and Charlie wolfed them down really quick. Made quick work of them.
Yeah.
They do. I mean, those things are fucking fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic.
They greasy but good.
Yeah, man. Front
They
Royal, I'm
that
telling you,
good.
Front Royal's repping hard on the food scene, man. Like Spelunkers, Osteria Maria, Pavement, Catamount Lounge, Tri-Tie. What else am I missing here? Garcia, Gravano, Melania's. Oh, by the way, tomorrow morning, anybody that's listening, meet up at Melania's around 9 a.m. for hot chocolate and Pano Choco.
What the fuck,
Yeah.
Pan Choco?
I am
What-
so
what the
there.
fuck
That is
Pan-
like
Yes.
my favorite.
It's
That's what I ordered in New York. We went to New York and
the
a
French
French
place.
cafe.
yeah, man. That shit is
Oh my
banging as fuck,
God.
man.
So good.
I'm a Pano
Best
Choco
coffee
ho.
ever.
I'm a Pano Choco ho. And it reminds me of a kid when I was
Yeah.
when I was a little kid. We would go and when I would visit my grandparents in Brussels, we go get it out in the morning and shit. But between that place and then I'm also got the shout out to Sam Rusnak, that's Julieta's, hot boyfriend. He's one of the bakers at Patios, and he hooks up the Pano Choco from Patios every once in a while. I don't know if I've shown you any pictures or you've seen any pictures.
Yeah, I've seen them.
dude, if you bring some tonight, we will bite into them together. It'll be amazing. But yeah, so that's my Panachaco rant from the second joint.
Panachaco.
All right. Anyway, sorry, but George, you plug something, man. It's time
I'll
you.
plug you.
Hey, boy.
Hell yeah.
Where can we find all your bands?
I guess Facebook. We got the Punky Brewsters has a Facebook page, and Ancient Ape has a Facebook page. I don't
Sneaky
know. It's
Snake?
just a bunch of dumb shit, memes and stuff. Sneaky Snakes, technically, they also have a Facebook page, but that's the least active social media I've ever seen. Maybe we're talking about making some more content, so hopefully, I guess it'll get there soon. But like at present, I don't feel like there's been much activity on the Sneaky Snakes page. But there is a Sneaky Snakes page, so there's a Facebook page for each of those.
What about your rap?
Oh shit, yeah. I don't know. The rap's only on Bandcamp under Pimp Daddy, G Fly, Shooky Shooky, and Funk Dizzle, G Stretty, Bang Bang. So
Good Lord, man. Good Lord, yo. You just said a whole bunch of words.
I told him
Like,
that we
oh.
should. I was like, we should come up with like a. Oh, so actually, so I told him we should come up with like a name, like a group name, because those were our rapper names, but like to make it easier. And he was like, I don't know. And then and he didn't give me anything, so I just fucking made that the name. But the actual like URL is Rap Gods, but with a Z, gods, rapgods.bandcamp.com or whatever. That's some total like terrible rap from like 2011. And it was all like intentionally like nerdy and like no swearing and shit. Like it was like super dorky.
Gosh darn.
But yeah, next Thursday, the 21st at Catamount Lounge will be Ancient Ape. We're doing split show. Us and Bishop von Holtzlag will be playing. It starts at 7, and the night after that, Punky Brewsters will be at Ridge Runner, which I believe is in Morrietown, and that is 7 to 10. So that's what I got on the horizon.
That is amazing, dude. That's a lot, and that's cool, man. Phil, thank you so much for coming, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yay.
I wasn't gonna do anything tonight. I've probably been asleep by now.
That's awesome, man. Well, here you are. And we are on the way to the Catamount Lounge for our weekly nightcap. Lita, you need to do some plug. I
Yeah.
forgot, man.
It's
Sorry,
my
I'm high
turn
shit.
now.
It's Plug Foolery Hour.
Plug,
It is.
plug it, baby.
If you want to take a look at my portfolio, head on over to Instagram. It is
made that.
that is odd. All _ you can check out my portfolio. I will have a table at the Wine and Craft Festival in Front Royal this year, so definitely come to my table and check out my stuff. Take a gander. If you see something that you like, just hit me up because it might be available and I might sell it to you.
Yarp.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Motherfucker.
Go on over to the internet and just type in Helltown Radio. For some reason, it works on the Google. You'll find us, and we real easy. I don't even know how that happened, but you can just type on there. Go on to YouTube. Just type in Helltown Radio.
Shout out Raul for not showing up.
Yeah, Raul.
Yeah, Raul, where the fuck are you, man? Oh,
You
it says
ain't
his ETA is in 6 minutes. God damn, man. I ordered that pizza like an hour and some
Yeah, dude.
They must be getting mollywopped
Yeah,
out there.
They out there just,
It's all good.
He ate that pizza the first time halfway over here. He's like, I dropped it.
Dude, shit. The last time I got a fucking pizza, I was in D.C. and I ordered a pizza from Papa John's.
Oh, Lord, don't do
That
that.
shit showed up. It wasn't sliced at all.
Yeah, that motherfuckers were high as shit.
And I'm at work, so the first thing that happens is it tells me on with the tracker, it says pizza was delivered, and I'm like, the fuck it was. Like, where did he take it then? And about 15 minutes later, he actually shows up. So I guess he just marked that he delivered it so his bosses wouldn't be on his case. I don't fucking know. And then he hands me the fucking pizza. I get it to my desk at work. I don't have cutlery or anything. I open it up. It's not sliced at all. So I tried ripping pieces of it, which did not work very well at all. So then I get it on a plate. I'm just kind of pissed about it. And I'm like, oh shit, I got to get some garlic sauce. I go back to the box. There's no garlic sauce in the box. There's no little pepperoncini in the box.
He did you dirty.
Dude, and then so and
Pepperoncini?
then
That motherfucker probably stopped at a 7-Eleven, got you 7-Eleven
dude.
pizza, put it in the box.
yeah, because then I started eating it, and I was like, why is this just, it's just like lacking flavor. It's like, man, this is such a disappointing experience. And then I'm like, oh, that's right. I ordered fucking banana peppers. There's not a single banana pepper on this. I look on the side of the box. There's banana peppers on the side. They didn't give me the topping.
They gave you no topping. They didn't cut it. They were just like, fuck him. Fuck him.
They gave me.
Throw it in the box.
Figure that out, smart guy.
Yeah, it was supposed to be well done, extra, extra crispy and shit.
Too many directions
and
from this nigga.
And it was basically still undercooked, not even regular cooked. It was undercooked. It was the worst fucking experience I've ever had ordering a pizza.
That's kind of disappointing when you're really fucking hungry.
Oh, I was so excited. I was so excited for that pizza. I was working overtime. I was chilling in the office by myself, listening to music, and I was like, I'm gonna get this pizza. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And it was so bad.
I've heard about people getting sandwiches that already had a bite taken out of them before. That's gotta be some bullshit.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, dude, if that ever happened to me, I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me?
I've
They
definitely
had that in the Limp Bizkit music video with Pauly Shore.
Oh, dude, that would be the worst shit.
Pauly Shore
ever.
ate a couple pieces of pizza, and then he delivered it to Fred Durst and
Oh,
Method
dude.
Man.
Yeah, dude. I know, there's always things about pizza people. I got a delivery from fucking I guess it would technically be DoorDash, and it was I was supposed to be crab rangoon and fucking orange chicken and white rice. And the bag was disheveled, and there wasn't no crab rangoon in there. I was like, and it was a big dude when he got here, and I didn't want to judge him too much, but I was like, this fat fuck definitely ain't my motherfucking crab rangoon. Look at him, greasy ass fingers. He's like, eating them the whole way over here, the fat fuck. But yeah, that's the closest I've come to anything like that. I have that I'd turn around and go to the store and be like, but you can't really go in the store thinking about it now. I get halfway through, somebody took a bite out of my sandwich. They'd be like, yeah, you dum-dum. Get out of here.
I worked with a dude that worked at Domino's when he was a teenager, and he said he watched a dude jerk off on him.
Well then.
Oh,
Yeah.
How long did he watch? Did he watch the entirety
I don't-
of it?
He's like,
Did he
hurry,
watch the
hurry up.
Did he watch
Trying to
the
watch
ejaculation point? Did he cup the balls for
Yeah,
the dude?
did he watch or did he watch? You know what I'm saying?
Was he
did he know? Yeah,
Was it him?
Maybe the choice of words should have been saw.
Yeah.
Jerking off on.
Yeah, were they chilling and he was
I
like, that's cool.
I
Do
spectated
it.
a dude.
Yeah, was he like,
He was the
oh
fluffer.
no, or
I hope-
oh no?
Man, I'm going to be inspecting the shit out of this pizza when
Right,
he gets
yeah.
here.
I would
How
literally
do you
go into
enjoy
that
that
kitchen
pizza?
and
It's just
kill
like-
everyone.
I got extra cheese on there for you. And now there's going to
I
be
got
extra
Extra
cheese.
butter, garlic
extra
sauce.
cheese.
Oh, dude, we're gonna break out the charcuterie in a few seconds.
Yeah, we got a charcuterie, dude.
Cuckoo.
All
Charcuterie.
right. Helltown Radio, look it out. Oh, my kid got into academies loud and shouts out, motherfucker, you smart as shit. I don't know how you do this shit, cause I skateboarded in high school.
You ever see that meme that's like, it's the dude driving, it's me driving to work at 5 a.m. thinking about how I thought.
Oh,
it was
that's
cool to be
me
funny
every
in-
morning.
in high school. Right.
Like,
If we could hold on, we hold on for one more minute, we might be able to get a Raul.
oh my god.
No, I'm just kidding, dude. We should sign off. We should sign off with Raul coming in the door.
I can do that.
I did
Like
that.
you
This-
just missed it.
I know, dude.
darn.
Why?
Better not. Better luck
Yeah.
next time.
Better luck next time,
Yeah.
Raul. We love you, Raul.
Raul,
Raul, this one's for you,
mi-
baby.
you missed it.
Raul.
Raul.
And one more thing.
And one more.
inside me,
That
Raul.
was the best ever.
Put it inside me.
Put it in, Raul. He's pulling up right now. Let me look at this.
Remember your indomitable spirit. Remember, nobody can tell you to do nothing unless you really want to. You can moonwalk. You can moonwalk on somebody's grave after you smite them and lick their family's tears. You could do that if you really wanted to. You could wear a chainmail. You could walk around talking about lamentations. You could do that. You could be Conan. You could be Conan the Barbarian. It's your life. Do it. Woo!
Bye.
Hasta la vista, baby. Raul.